Well, this should be interesting. I have never gone live on YouTube before. So here we are. I hope we meet some beautiful souls right now. This is my first live on YouTube. We shall see if we have any beautiful souls come and join us. I didn't advertise this. So we'll see how it goes right now. Hi, hello, welcome. This is my first YouTube live. Hello guys, it's my first time here. I'm really excited. I was live over on Instagram. If you don't follow me over on Instagram, it's Kate the Angel Medium. You can find me there as well. I've got about, I don't even know how many followers. I have like 150,000 followers over on Instagram. And you can also follow me over on TikTok where I've got like 237,000 followers. YouTube is like a newer thing for me. I'm just really excited about it. I'm glad, oh, you came from Instagram, good. I don't know what happened over there, but obviously we're meant to be here. But we're gonna continue our conversation about what we were talking about on Instagram, where, my belief system and what I believe in, especially I think the spiritual community has become incredibly oversaturated. I feel like it's very predatory. I think it's very unethical. I think a lot of people are preying on your pain and forcing you into positions that, financial strain. Investing on all of these courses and then wondering why you don't feel any better. We're going to talk about a lot of things. You can ask me any question you want in the comments as well. This is a small group, which is great, which means I get to really interact with you guys. Most of the time when I'm over on TikTok or Instagram, we're talking about like hundreds of people in the room. So you're going to get like much better access to me right now. So ask whatever questions you want, and I will do my best to guide you in any way. I think what my biggest issue right now with the spiritual community is the idea that, you beautiful souls are meant to feel like you're not enough and that there's something wrong with you and that you have to be at this specific frequency to manifest all of the things, and you have to be, doing everything a specific way, which I don't believe is the truth. I have manifested the life of my dreams at every frequency. At every frequency. Literally at every frequency. Every emotion and energy is powerful in its own right, and you can use all of it to create the life you've always dreamed of. I met my husband at my lowest. I had just come out of a domestic violence situation. I did not love myself. I did not love myself, and I still met the love of my life. You don't have to be at a specific frequency to attract the perfect person. Things just happen sometimes. Is it fate? I don't know. Is it God and the angels intervening? Probably. Hi, Maria. Probably. That's where I look at it. I believe wholeheartedly that God will provide, angels will provide. Do we choose our parents before we're born? Do we have a soul contract? Is there such a thing as a life review when we die? Love you, by the way, grateful for you. Okay, I'm glad you asked the question. I do not believe in soul contracts. Right when I said that, it was 3 minutes and 33 seconds into this live. I do not believe in soul contracts. I feel so passionate and strongly about this, okay? Because why would God give us free will and sovereignty, but then put us in a position where you have to have contracts with people? It doesn't make any sense. And then says, all of these, like, it doesn't make any sense to me. And it never has, because I don't believe that we're a slave to our destiny. I think we're creators, okay? I think, do we choose our parents? Well, what was I thinking choosing my parents? You know what I mean? Goodness, I wish I'd chosen better, right? I don't know. But what I do believe is I don't believe in soul contracts. I think it's an archaic, old school way of looking things to make you feel better about decisions you've made in your life. Hello. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I chose this narcissistic person because it was the opportunity to find improvement in self-power. No, I don't believe that. I believe that, because we don't have self-worth or we don't have boundaries, we are more likely to become susceptible to a narcissistic relationship because they are predators. They are literally predators. Narcissists are predators. That's what they are. And empaths, which is a traumatic response or, to trauma, is literally a prey. because we want so desperately to heal, to love, to, just feel needed and wanted. And so we become prey to these predators. God created free will and sovereignty for a reason. And free will can go many different directions. A free will can be, having a high moral compass and integrity, but free will can also be, somebody deciding that they want to be a horrific, horrible person. And they're going to be a predator. And that is the choice that they make, because you think that they don't know right from wrong? They know right from wrong. Abusive people and narcissists, they absolutely know right from wrong. You think they've never watched a movie or read a book or played a video game or read an article or saw something on Instagram, like, oh, it's wrong to, everybody knows it's wrong to cheat, right? They know right from wrong. They just don't care. Okay? A narcissist knows that it's wrong to steal, but they steal anyways. A narcissist knows it's wrong, or an abusive person knows it's wrong to hit someone, but they hit them anyways. And they have complete control over it too, because otherwise they wouldn't hide it and they wouldn't be so concerned about how people look at them. And they wouldn't actively be working on how people perceive them. They know it's right from wrong, and they have complete choice and sovereignty and free will on what decisions and how they decide to conduct themselves. Hi, Jonathan. So whether this narcissist or this person is a male or a female doesn't really matter. It's one and the same. But a narcissist knows exactly what they're doing. They know exactly what they're doing. They do. And so it's up to you to make that conscious decision. Are you going to continue to be a victim? Or are you going to choose yourself and love yourself more than they? Okay? It is what it is. I am a victim of narcissistic abuse, but I don't identify it as a narcissistic abuse survival because I'm so much more than that. I'm so much more interesting than my trauma experiences. I just want to surrender and do the will of the Most High. I'm trying, but I do question, where is the free will? Well, here's the thing, because they're lying to you. That's not what God wants you to do. God helps those who help themselves, right? God helps those who help themselves. You are not a slave to destiny. You are not a slave in that respect, okay? We are creators. To honor God is to be a creator. God does not want you to entirely share it freely either. God wants you to learn discernment. God wants you to learn discernment. One of the things that I've learned in life is I only invest in the people that invest in themselves. I only love people that are emotionally intelligent and aware enough to receive that love in healthy ways. Okay? Does that make sense? We're not meant to walk freely into environments that are unhealthy for us either. That's not what God wants. That's not what Archangel Michael wants. Archangel Michael wants us to be powerful. The problem is that society has taught us that it's bad to be powerful. They want you to go along with the program, to follow the path of least resistance, which is bullcrap, absolute bullcrap, right? Absolute bullcrap, if you think about it. Really think about that. Because anything worth having, at the same time, they say anything worth having, you have to work really hard for. If I were always going to go the path of least resistance, I would never get off the couch. The path of least resistance is, accepting the bad behavior of other people and continuing to be a victim. That's not what God wants. God helps those who help themselves, right? Absolutely, 100%. You can't win the lottery if you don't buy a ticket. It's up to you at the end of the day. There is no knight in shining armor coming in to save you. It's you. You are the knight in shining armor. Hey, Heather. I know this is my first live here on YouTube. So I'm happy and excited to be here. So ask yourself this question. Are you a slave to your destiny? Are you a slave to your destiny, or are you a creator? Shan, I hope I said that right. I was dating someone a while back, and when I realized that he is a narcissist, I confronted him and backed out. Later, he checked my story, so I changed to private, wondering if he's going to be a problem. They're always a problem. They're narcissists. You just have to not care. I have ex-boyfriends that I dated in my early 20s that I still see, reading my stories. It is what it is. How did I quit cigarettes? I used to be a heavy smoker, guys. I used to smoke 2 packs a day. For me, it was nicotine. Gum. at first, but I mean, it really is a choice. You have to decide, I'm done and I'm going to be accountable and I'm going to change my ways of doing this, right? It is hard. It's radical accountability, you know? A teacher in what aspect? I'm a spiritual mentor and coach teacher. I guess you could say I'm a teacher. For me, it was nicotine gum, and I did that for about 3 or 4 months, and then I switched to regular gum, and then I eventually quit the regular gum too. You know, it does feel like death, but you're more powerful than that, right? You're more powerful than a cigarette, aren't you? Thank you. You're more powerful than the cigarette, aren't you? Um, you have to be ready to quit. You have to be ready to be strong, be stronger than the addiction. That's what it comes down to. Because you're never really going to be ready. It's never going to be a perfect environment. It's never going to be perfect. There's no such thing. You know, there's always going to be an excuse or reason why you shouldn't do something, because we are predispositioned to constantly talk ourselves out of things. Oh, I look like your teacher in business school. Well, cool. Do we reincarnate, or after we die? I believe we reincarnate because I still have past life things that I remember. So I do believe in that. I don't have all the answers, guys, and I don't pretend to either. I don't believe if Jesus died for our sins, aren't all sins created equal? How to deal with narcissistic women. Just like you deal with narcissistic men, you disengage, you don't respond. You become so utterly boring that they lose interest. What do you mean by outer darkness? I'm 1 year and 5 months clean from opiates. Good for you, Heather. That's amazing. I am so proud of you. Thank you, actress. Will I get justice for my brother Jesse's death? His ex-girlfriend was involved in the crash of his bike, left him on the road for dead. I noted it. Well, I'm very sorry for your loss. That's absolutely devastating. I believe in karma, and karma is a cold-hearted bitch. So I think if you focus on yourself and your healing and let karma do the rest, I'm sure they will, because the truth always comes out and the light always comes out of the darkness. You smoked in your teens and 20s. I just chose to quit. Took me 2 weeks. Good for you. That's amazing. I really struggled when I quit smoking. It was really hard for me. I had a really bad addiction to nicotine. What advice would you give yourself at the very beginning of your journey of rediscovering yourself when you were first released from a narcissistic relationship? I mean, when I wasn't released, I took myself out of it. Let's start there. You're freaking powerful and you got yourself out, okay? Got me? Never forget it. You are out because you're powerful. And the one thing that I had to remember after I walked away, or after, I made the conscious decision that I was done, I had to remind myself of how powerful I was and how worthy I was of being happy, because I was no longer going to be sad. I was like, I'm going to live my life now. I'm going to live it authentically. I heard Jesus was gay. What can you do if it's your daughter? That's the hardest thing when you're dealing with a narcissistic child. That's really hard. Thank you, Annette. Heather, I'm so proud of you. Mo told me she's with another guy. Why would you want to be with someone that is with another guy? Move on. You're so much more worth more than that. There's better people in the world. There's good people out there. Don't waste your time waiting around for someone to choose you. It's not worth it. Trust me from personal experience. Like, for what? For what? I know it hurts, but the sooner you accept that there's someone better out there for you and that you're not going to waste your time on energy on somebody that doesn't pick you, you're going to set yourself free. You are more powerful and you're too good for any person that doesn't see your worth. Out. Bye. Listen, God works in mysterious ways. We love God. You already moved on? Then move on. Close the door. My husband's ex-wife is the same way. Like, she's still she's moved on. She's got a whole new man, but all she ever does is post about how she was the victim. Not even with my ex-husband. She had a boyfriend after him that apparently was a narcissistic. Could have been. And she still constantly posts TikToks and stuff like this about how she was so hurt by him and the victim. Girl, get over the victim mentality. Stop being a victim. Be a warrior. Like, you got a whole new relationship. You got a whole new reason to love and be loved. Close the door. Just close it. Just be done. Be like, I'm out. Who gives a shit? Yeah, I was powerless then and now I'm powerful. Be out. They have no power over you anymore unless you give it to them. And I say that with love, not to make you feel bad, not to question yourself, but it's like, give yourself the permission just to be done. Then let her be the victim. Then let her be the victim, Zach. If she's always going to act like a victim, that's her identity. You can't change that. It's not going to change. Then let her be the victim and you be the victor. You can ask me any question you want. You guys are so strong. Never forget how incredibly strong you are. You're so strong. You're so strong. Sometimes we have a strength inside of us that we don't even know that we have, and we have to tap into it. I'm originally from Philly. Go Birds. My Birds just won the Super Bowl. Very exciting. I think it's why I'm so direct, city girl mentality where I just sort of like say things I'm just very direct with the way I say things. But I don't live in Philly anymore. I lived in Philly until I was just about 30 from the age of infancy. And now I live just north of Nashville in Tennessee. Honestly, I laughed. I laugh at this point because that's just where I'm at. I'm just like, okay, or I just be like, okay, I don't entertain it. I don't answer the phone. I don't have communication with these people. If I don't need to communicate with them, I don't, because you are the company you keep. And the longer you allow people to have access to you like that, the longer you're going to be in this place of, turmoil. Stop trying to keep the peace. For what? Because all you're doing is remaining silent and letting her have peace. Where's your peace? I'd rather her be mad than you be mad. I'd rather her be mad than you be mad. Okay, King. What are my spiritual gifts? All of them. All of them. I'm very blessed. No, Jessica, you're not. Jessica asked, are we supposed to love and stay in our parents' life no matter how bad they trust us? No. No, you're not. How do tarologists upload download messages on YouTube that reach only the people who are meant to see? I don't know. Ask God. I do the same thing. I don't know. That's why I don't put any hashtags or anything like that. I just put it in God and the angels' hands. It's you. Okay, so here's the thing. We don't let go of things. Understand that? Like, we don't let go of things. Like, people are always like, let go of fear and let go of your past. That doesn't exist. Because, let's do a quick little exercise, okay? I'm going to tell you guys, don't think of a yellow sunflower. Don't think of a yellow sunflower. Tell me in the chat, what are you all thinking about right now? Don't think of a yellow sunflower, guys. Don't think about it. Release it. Release the thought of a yellow sunflower. What are you thinking about? Tell me in the chat. I already know what the answer is, but I want to hear you say it. We're doing radical accountability. This is how you change your life. Okay? Tell me in the chat. Exactly. Exactly, right? Because if I keep telling you, let it go or release it, you're actually going to hold on to it tighter. Because that's just scientifically how we work, right? So what you do, and what actually works, and I know this from personal experience from the thousands and thousands of clients that I've worked with one-on-one in group settings, is you replace it. Oh, I was terrified. Monique, I was terrified of my gifts at first. My husband would tell you this, okay? I used to cry, like big, ugly Kim Kardashian tears. Like when I went through one of my most earth-shattering spiritual winklings, like, I don't want this, take it back. I hated it at first. Okay, you know what I mean? Until I finally was like, okay, this is what God wants from me, and I'm stepping into it and I embrace it. Because I had to just accept that at one point in my life, it wasn't going anywhere. Because I wanted to be normal, Zach. I had a good little life. I wanted to be normal, and it was scary. I was seeing things I didn't understand. It was scary. So if I keep telling you not to do something, you're going to think about it more. So what you need to do is every time you think about something specific, I want you to replace it with something else. Like, it's like, think about it. When we were talking earlier, yeah, I saw it too. 1, 2, 3, 4, spiritual expansion and growth. Here we are all together. Let's go. My name's Kate. Oh, yeah, no, it only gets worse the more you run. It's very scary. And then people don't talk about spiritual awakening trauma, which is very, very real. I'm still traumatized. Like I still like don't like turning the light off at night. I still have like a little night light. Yes, guys, please like and share. I appreciate you guys so much. This is my first live on YouTube, and I plan on doing a whole lot more because I'm really enjoying being here. Yeah, it's been fun, and you guys are great. Stop running from it though. It ain't going nowhere. It's not like you're gonna be, because once we open the box, you can't close it. So it is what it is. You have to learn spiritual boundaries, which is very important. I want you to look at your angels and your spirit guides, whatever you believe in, as, you know, like your bouncers, like the most powerful bouncers to the most exclusive club. And you tell them, like for me, I'm a very physical medium, and I can feel spookies. I can feel all of it, really, like a lot. They can touch me, and I don't like it. Okay? And no, you can't unsee it. And I said, you know, to my angels, I was like, I don't want to be touched. That is one of my spiritual boundaries. And you create that. You say, angels, I don't want to be touched. Okay? Nobody, no touchy, okay? Because that scares me, like a lot. We have free will and we have sovereignty, and you can tell your angels exactly what you're okay with and what you're comfortable with, okay? Thank you for subscribing. Make sure you guys like the live, because apparently that's good for me. I'm still learning all this YouTube stuff. Oh, okay. So I haven't figured out how to put all my links in everything, okay? But if you go to my bio and copy the link there, I have some freebies. I have 11 powerful Archangel Michael prayers for the Earth Angel Baddie, which is this collective. And then I have a free 7-day Earth Angel Money Mindset Journal Workbook. You can literally print it out. It's 7 days. It has like literally breaks down money and how to change your mindset so you can become more magnetic for money. They're all free. Yeah, exactly, and William. Exactly. Yes, Jessica, absolutely. I think numerology and astrology is great. I love it. Oh yeah, and I don't really have that issue anymore, guys. The more I've become more like having a good relationship with my angels and have created really powerful boundaries, it's changed the game for me. Remember, you're in charge. You are in charge. Here's the thing about understanding spirituality. The more you understand the universal laws, you're fine. You have the biggest sword in the fight. Oh, let me help you. Okay, I'm going to make it even easier. What do you think is more powerful? The entity standing in the corner of the room being sneaky and like a creeper, or Archangel Michael? It's simple, right? Obviously, the question or the answer is Archangel Michael. So having that unwavering faith in Archangel Michael and knowing his power, or your angel's power, your spiritual team's power, changes everything. It's about knowing the rules. It's about knowing the law. And the spookies, the entities, whatever you want to call them, they prey on the idea that you don't know the rules. So if you know the rules, you're good, right? Oh, I've got 7 kitties. I've got 7. I think it's the cat. What is it called? The cat distribution. Just really felt like I need 7 cats because of the work I do. Hi, Emily. Oh, I know. I still do them, guys. I still have the Monday night mentorship stuff. I still do it. Lincoln, no, well, if you go to my Instagram, you can find the link in the bio, Kate the Angel Medium. I have to figure out how to put my links here. It could be, but you even have more power over the watcher, and you can tell them to get lost too. Cats are, they can kind of navigate all the dimensions and all the spiritual realms, so they protect me. It's why there's always a cat around me. Of course, the one time I say there's always a cat around me, there's no cat in the room. Yeah, all my cats are rescues. I mean, I don't know. I don't think I've ever bought any of my pets. They're all rescues. So, yeah, they're very, very in tune. I mean, think about it. Egyptians used to worship them for a reason. I'm telling you, Monique, I promise you, you just build that relationship with your angels and your spirit guides, it changes everything. And here's the other thing, guys. The more you heal, the more you believe in your self-worth and raise your vibration, you no longer become susceptible to lower vibrations because you don't have what they're looking for. Do you know what those spookies and creepies prey on? Oh gosh, it was so long ago, I don't. Okay, so hear me out. And I know this for a fact because one of my first mentors taught me this years ago. So, one of the reasons why certain spookies and people or energies are attracted to you is because you have unhealed traumas, or you don't believe in yourself, or you have low self-esteem, or you have mental health issues. Yeah, because that's what they're like. That's like their favorite meal. They feed off fear. Fear is access. So if you're always in a fearful mindset, they're like, ooh, this restaurant's delicious. And they're going to want to eat. But if you don't fall victim to that, you know what I mean? They're going to be like, oh, moving on to the next person who has more of what I want. So the more you say your affirmations, the more you do your meditations, the more you eat healthy, the more you exercise, the more you go outside in nature, the more you just lead a high vibrational energy in prayer, the more you pray. Pray is big time. The less susceptible you are to any of it. It's why people are always like, girl, aren't you afraid for what? I don't got what they're looking for. That's why I don't believe in soul contracts. Another really powerful prayer to use, which is one of my favorite prayers, is the Lord's Prayer. What's up, buddy? Huh? No. Stalker. Go away. You guys are watching Blue. Maybe my kids are home for President's Day.
Oh, I can think about wrestling now.
Oh, I can think about it as wrestling? How about cleaning your room?
I'm watching that. I ain't golly cuts in the next week.
Well, I mean, you're here now, aren't you, Monique? What do you want? This is mom life, guys. I'm very transparent. If you get to know me, I constantly wear many hats, and I encourage all of you to find the best balance you can in your life. And you can be a very incredible mom and spiritual mentor and social media content creator, wife, all of those things. You can daughter, everything. I take care of my 81-year-old mother with dementia. Like, this is real life. I was a single mom for a while. What do you want?
I go to school like this. My head is really. I walked outside. My head was crazy.
You wear a hat.
No, I can't wear a hat. I mean, inside school, no, but outside. Yeah.
Well, I'm proud of you, Cynthia. That's incredible. That's a testament to all the hard work that you've put into yourself.
I'm so sad. Nick Collins, he was called.
Owen.
He qualified, so I can't wrestle him next year. I really want to beat them. You should tell me about what happens.
No, Owen, go away.
Okay, well,
go clean your room.
This guy I want to beat because he's really.
Owen, go clean your room.
Okay.
Yes, the Lord's Prayer is also my go-to. It's one of my favorite prayers.
Prayers. I want to listen to prayers. Can I stay in here?
No, you can go clean your room.
But I want to.
Sorry, guys. Lord's Prayer is still my go-to prayer. It's one, in my opinion, like one of the most powerful prayers there is to this day. And I write my own prayers and I use my own prayers all the time. But yeah, I use the Lord's Prayer as probably my go-to to this day. He's 15. I have a 15-year-old boy in high school. And then I have a 7-year-old daughter who is autistic, but she's pretty high functioning autism. But she's, definitely delayed socially and with her speech. It's my baby. She's my hearts, my loves, my loves. But I like to show you guys my life because I think often we get so caught up in the spiritual world that we don't stay firmly rooted in the 3D. And we forget what's important, because why do you think we're all here? We're all here on earth for one reason and one reason only, is to have the most incredible and amazing human experience possible. Too often in spiritual community, people are trying to use spirituality as an escape. It's not an escape. It's not meant to be an escape. It's never been meant to be an escape, ever. It's meant to make our life better. But the people who are looking for a spiritual escape are the people that don't like their life. So the goal here, is to use spirituality, whether it's manifesting, prayer, whatever, right, to make your 3D better. It is easier. It's an escape, but it's not meant to be an escape. You're supposed to use your spiritual gifts to make your 3D better and to help make other people's 3D better. That's why I live my purpose by guiding and inspiring all of you to embrace your gifts so that you can create the best life ever. What would make your life better, Nini? What is one thing that you could do right now to make your life better? That's my baby girl. I'm going to get going here soon just so I can go hang out with my kids. But I felt called to jump on here today for whatever reason. And here we are. Is purgatory real? I don't know. I don't know, Jessica. I don't allow myself to be in fear of that because I truly believe that God is all forgiving. And if you grew up in a Christian background like I did, I mean, why else would Jesus be sacrificed for her sins? I'm so sorry you're going through so much. What is something even smaller than that? Smaller than a huge life change? What is one thing you can do for yourself? Because sometimes it's about creating small little happiness amidst the darkness. Because sometimes we're not in a place where we can make that huge change yet because it's overwhelming and it's a lot. There you go. Sometimes the spiritual community or everything pushes you, like where you have to make these grand steps. But what if it's not about making those grand steps? What if it's really about making those tiny little improvements every day? What if you went and looked for the joy and the love, even in the middle of the darkness, so that you could rebuild yourself, so you finally were in a position where you could leave on your terms? Thank you, Heather. Okay. Are you more powerful than your depression? Or is your depression more powerful than you? That is the question I want you to ask yourself every day. Are you more powerful than your depression? Or are you more powerful than your depression? Are you more powerful than your depression? Are you a baddie? Are you powerful? Do you have the angels by your side? Because you're not alone. I get it too. I have moments too where I'm like, oh, angels, I just want to curl up in bed and feel sorry for myself. Or I could get up and clean my room. And I know that's going to make me feel really good. It's going to make me feel like a baddie. Don't let your depression control you. You are so much more powerful than your depression. And even like, what if you just wouldn't clean your room? What if that is too much for you right now? What if you just went and washed your face? Wouldn't that just make you feel better? What if you just got up and washed your face? Okay? And then what if after you did that, you went and got a trash bag, okay? And you went in your room and you got rid of all the trash. What if you just did that? And then after you did that, you're allowed to get in bed. Because that's enough. That's a great start. Because you did more than you did the day before. What if you just did that today? Okay? Wouldn't just washing your face and getting all the trash out of your room make you feel so good? Wouldn't it feel amazing? Wouldn't it be such a huge shift? And that's what I mean by the small steps. Sometimes we'll walk into our rooms and because we're so depressed and we're so overwhelmed, we don't know where to start, right? That we get so overwhelmed that we don't start and we just hide because it's just too much. And that's okay, because when you're working from a place of depression, which is very, very real, guys. Depression is a mental health. It's very, very real. And you're not, and then you hold yourself to these impossible standards that you just don't have in you yet. And that is okay. But what you can accept maybe is one small thing that you can do. Maybe it's not even wash your face. Maybe it's just get up and go for a walk outside and then come home and eat something? What if it's just that? It could be anything. It's just doing something different, because what you're doing right now isn't working, is it? Ask yourself that, Nini. Is what I'm doing making me feel better? Is it working? What is one small thing I can do right now that is different, that I think might make me feel better? And it's so small that I can do it. I can do it right now. What if it's just picking up that one book on the floor that's been there for 2 weeks that you keep stepping over? Then let it be something else. What if he was just picking up that one book that's been sitting on the floor for 2-3 weeks that you keep stepping over, and that every single time you look at it, it makes you feel bad? What if you went and just go picked up that book? It can be that small sometimes, guys. Let's talk about if you're trying to change your diet. What if, instead of trying to change your diet every day, what if you just committed for an entire week that every single day you're going to drink 1 glass of water? That's it. Just 1 glass of water. And then next week, you commit to just eating 1 piece of fruit. That's it. You're not changing anything. What we're doing is we're adding good things into your routine, because it's impossible to let go of things or release things if you don't have something to take its place. So what you do is you start to create and implement new things into your lifestyle that will soon take the place of the old. Well, I'm glad you're here, Monique. Humans are scary. I too am afraid of humans. They're scary. I am in my bubble a lot, guys. I don't pretend otherwise. Yeah. Humans are scary. We can all agree that humans are scary, okay? And so if you need to be in your bubble, because I found when I was going through a spiritual awakening, one of my intense ones, I was so vulnerable, it was impossible for me to get out of my room. It just was, guys. It really, really was. It really, really was. Because my energy, I was so vulnerable to outside energies that I lived in my room, I lived in my home, and I didn't do a lot. But the more I created healthy things within my space, thank you, Shar, the easier it was for me to take my power back. So stop looking at what you need to get rid of, and I want you to start looking at what you can include in your daily life to make your life better. And it could simply be like, I'm committing every single morning when I wake up, no matter whether I'm leaving the house or not, I'm going to drink a glass of water and I'm going to wash my face. That can be enough. Because that already is raising your vibration. Or what if every single morning I wake up, I drink my glass of water. I'm big on this glass of water stuff, obviously, guys. And I say a prayer to Archangel Michael. Okay? It can be that small. The problem is, Nini, and many of you who are watching right now, you're looking at someone like me who has been doing this for a while, who inspires you, absolutely. And you're like, you think you have to do all the things. But how do you think I started? I'm giving you the blueprint. I'm giving the template on how I started. I started so small. I started with every single night before I go to bed, writing down in my journal, because I'm not really good at journaling, but I've gotten much better at it, writing down 3 things I'm grateful for. I started by drinking 1 glass of water. I started by committing to doing 20-minute little, not even a fast walk, but a good, walk on my treadmill for 20 minutes every day, non-negotiable. I don't care if it was time for bed and I had to go to bed and I hadn't done my little hot girl walk and it was 10:30 at night. I had committed to myself that I was doing it. But I want you to start small. Start being too busy for the pity. Start being too busy to feel sad by doing things that actually help you. Stop looking for what's wrong with you and start looking for how you can be better you. Start doing the things that you know are going to make you feel good. Like, if you want pizza, okay, cool, but eat a salad with it. because you know, yummy, delicious pizza. Okay, this is awesome. But if I'm gonna have a slice of pizza, I better have a salad with it because I need my greens. Because leafy greens are good for my heart chakra. And we're healing over here. We're healing over here, okay? I'm still gonna eat my pizza. God, I like me some pizza. And this is on learning to trust yourself again, Nini. The reason why you're so where you are is because you don't trust yourself. Because you meet people and you're very intuitive and you feel the red flags, you know what's going to happen and you don't listen. Hi, Jody. Stop trying to change him and just focus on yourself. Stop trying to change him and just focus on yourself. Excuse me. What time is it? Ooh, it's about that time for me to go be a mom and make some lunch for my kids. Because one thing about me is I don't always have a schedule. I try to be more scheduled. I'm getting more scheduled. But I love my babies and I love my family. And that is my priority. No one is your knight in shining armor but you. You are your knight in shining armor. Never forget that. You are your knight in shining armor. Ain't nobody coming to rescue you. It's on you. So I love you guys. It's lunchtime over here. And I'm very, very active on Instagram and TikTok. If you guys ever want to check me out, it's Kate the Angel Medium. I'd love to have you. But I'm going to be doing a lot more lives here on YouTube because I like the environment and I like the energy so far. So this should be fun. I don't always have a schedule, so you're going to just have to keep look or put your notifications on. There you go. Put your notifications on. And I'm going to be doing a lot more content as well because, you know, I was really sick for a while. My kids all had strep and the flu. It was fun. And I got you. Okay, guys, I love you so much. And I send you so much love and have a beautiful day. And, oh, if you go to my Instagram, if you go to the link in the bio there, because I haven't figured out how to put all my links here yet, but I'll figure it out, guys, I promise. I have 11 free Archangel Michael prayers that you can print out and have free. And then if you're looking to change your money mindset, you can find a 7-day free journal that you can also just print out and write right on the pages, free. So go check those out, okay? I love you guys. Have an incredible day. You're amazing. You're powerful. Your angels are always with you, okay? So I love you. Have a beautiful day.